Come spend the day with us in Denver, Colorado. My friend Claudia and I are in Colorado for a couple days because we're going to a rave tonight. And yes, it is tonight. You heard it. The day is finally here. But the rave does not start until 9 p.m. so we have an entire day to kill. And one of my favorite things to do when I'm on vacation is to try out a local spin studio. So that is the first thing on our itinerary today. We got up at the ass crack of dawn, got some of our little flavored water from the lobby of our hotel room, and then walked over to the parking garage. And fun fact, you are definitely not supposed to walk down this ramp. And I was fearing for my life a little bit, but we could not for the life of us find the stairs to get down to where we parked. The spin studio that we tried in Denver was called Viv Cycle, and if I could say one thing about this place, it's that it was made for the girls by the girls. From the very first second that you walked in, it was cute everywhere. Everyone that worked there was so nice, and honestly the vibes were just up. Like if I were to open a spin studio at some point in my life, it would be like Viv Cycle. We ended up taking a class with Erin, and it was so good. And it's so funny because she actually did a lot of songs by It's Murph, who is the person that we were going to see that night. And spoiler alert, we actually saw her at the rave, which was so funny. After a very quick pit stop to the hotel to shower, do our morning skincare, and get dressed, it was time to hit the town because although we had the rave tonight, we were spending an entire day exploring Denver, and boy is there a lot to explore here. I feel like we barely even scratched the surface. Our next stop was going over to this place called Hello Darling for a little coffee and breakfast, and I pride myself in finding a very cute coffee shop when I'm on vacation, and I will say this place was very cute, but I would not recommend the coffee. And you know, I'll throw them a little bone. Maybe today was a bad day, but I just felt like the coffee was so watery, which in my opinion is actually very hard to do when you're making a latte. But it's okay because that breakfast burrito was bomb, and we also popped over to Bank of America so I could get some quarters, because if y'all know me, if there is an NCRD print machine somewhere in a city that I am in, I will be there. If I'm being quite honest with you guys, Denver was such a big city that I felt like I was really struggling trying to narrow down what we wanted to do, but I did see that they had a botanical gardens right in the city, and this was like the best decision for what we could have been doing. Claudia and I had so much fun just like wandering around the grounds, popping into little buildings, just learning about so many different things about all of these plants. And it was also just so much fun to see so many plants that I have in my apartment, but like they're actual true like in the wilderness size. Also, I've only ever been to botanical gardens once in Buffalo, and I don't remember them having poppin' food, but the Denver botanical gardens, bitch, I was eating an ice cream sundae in the middle of the botanical gardens, and it was good. Like, I don't know, I feel like that was just so much fun. If I lived in Denver, I would absolutely get a membership here and just take myself on like little solo dates or like bring my friends here for lunch. Now I know y'all were waiting to see when I was getting to that NCRD print machine, and the time has finally come, and the prints they had in this machine were so cute. Whenever I go to these machines, I don't like to say out loud what print I want because I feel like that jinxes it, but spoiler alert, I did get all 3 prints that I wanted and they're all so cute. Since we had the rave coming up, I knew that this was going to be a double or triple coffee kind of day, so we popped into this place called Blue Sparrow Coffee, and it 110% made up for that shitty ass coffee I had earlier in the day. We ended up wrapping up our day in Denver doing some window shopping at all of the cute little stores they had around, and now it's time for us to get ready for the rave, so make sure you guys come back for that video. But I love you so much, and I'll see you later. Bye guys!